do this one thing to get signed in Europe. Look, it's not about talent. It's not about luck. It's not about how hard you work or how good of a guy or of a team player you are. No one cares. There's one thing that you have to do first. Get an agent or agency. Getting an agent is exactly how I signed in the Premier League of Portugal. I was the only American in the whole league. Look, there are thousands of players who train every day, who work really hard, who are super disciplined, who have amazing technique, amazing talent, so much potential, and yet they're stuck. They don't get anywhere. And why? It's because they don't have an agent. Look, I know you're wondering, why are these agents so important? These agents have contacts that you don't, they have connections that you don't, and they have a reputation that you don't. And why is it that you don't have your reputation? It's because you're coming from America. No doubt you could be a very talented player, but you're coming to Europe, which doesn't know who you are, which has never heard of you, and all they're gonna think in the beginning is some random American who we don't care about, who's gonna cost a lot of money to come over here and to sign for us and to live with us. We don't want him. So you need an agent to get you these trials to vouch for you. This is exactly the reason why cold messaging, emailing, DMing these clubs won't work. Look, these big clubs have thousands and thousands of DMs and emails. Even the small clubs, I kid you not, have so many DMs that they literally don't care about. You need someone to convince them. And this is what these agents do. Look, I understand agents suck. They may take 10% of your income. A lot of times they do that. But in the beginning, if you're new and you sign a contract where you don't really make much money, a lot of these agents will let you go for free. Why is that? Because first of all, there's not enough money where you will profit. And what they want to do, they want to keep a good connection with you in order so that later on when you go to a bigger club, they can have you sign with them and they can get a bigger cut. When I say agency, I don't mean go online, search up football trials or soccer trials in Portugal, Spain. You will get scammed 10 million%. I went through this. I spent thousands of dollars, I kid you not, thousands of dollars wasted down the drain. And what I needed was an agency that got me a trial in Portugal. And that's how I signed a Premier League Academy contract in Portugal, being the only American in the whole league. Look, I know you guys are waiting to understand, how do you get these agents? For me and my best friend who played in Salernitana, which is Serie B U19, what worked for us is LinkedIn. Look, super underrated. Why LinkedIn? Because LinkedIn has all the agents, all the coaches. It's a professional program where they have literally everybody. And contacting them is so much easier than Instagram or any other social media. Way higher chance that they respond to you. But before you contact these agents, there's 3 things that you need to do. 1, create a CV. What's a CV? It's a resume. It's your history. It's the reason why this agent should pick you. You guys want to know what a CV looks like? Boom. This was my CV, and this is what I used, and this is what got me a lot of trials, and this got me a lot of interest from agents. The main premise of the CV is have the history of your clubs. Big thing. Have references to your coaches or other people that can vouch for you. And another thing you have to put is obviously your biometrics, your height, your weight, all that. But really important, if you have a transfer market, if you do have a transfer market, you need to put it in the CV. Okay, second thing you have to do before you send these agents a message, create connections on LinkedIn. Doing this is way simpler than you think. So what I did is I searched up like football agents, right? Or I searched up coaches of Man City, coaches of Real Madrid. Who cares? Goalkeeper coaches, physical trainers, all of this. I spammed friend requests through the roof. And usually they actually accept it. Even all of these big coaches for big clubs, they will add you back because they want more friends, because they want their profile to look more legit too. And this is an easy window to get to talk to them. And the final thing you do before you message them is take the time to really write a good message. Don't make it too long because they're not gonna read it. In this message, be thankful, be grateful, explain to them who you are, what level you played at, what your goals are, attach them the CV, maybe your transfer market, anything else that you can put in there that can boost your image. Put it all in one package. Message them. Be honest. Tell them what you're looking for. Tell them what level you played at. And all together, send them this message. It may not work the first one, may not work with the 5th, the 10th, 15th, 20th, 30th. You may have to do it 50 to 100 times before it works. So my recommendation is create a template of an email to use. Have the main message be the same and just tweak a few things. But the core of the message keep the same, so you just save a lot of time. Really big thing. If it's a legit agent, they're gonna ask you for very little amount of money or no money at all for trials. If they ask you for thousands of dollars for these trials, like $500, scam. If they're covering for your food and stuff, okay, I understand. But if they ask you just for their services of you finding a club, all of this money is because they don't think you're gonna make it and they just wanna make money off of you. So do not get tricked by that. Just a big FYI. All right, guys, so that was the video and I hope you guys learned a lot because this is super important and you need this. And nobody wants to tell you this because everyone wants to believe a dream that some scout's gonna find you in the middle of who knows where under a tree. It's not gonna happen. You have to do the work. Yes, it's unfair, but that's what you have to do and you have to suck it up. If you guys want a template for the messages I wrote, want some of the agencies and agents that I know that got me legit trials in Barcelona, Portugal, Sweden, Malta, Germany, message me on my Instagram. Link in the bio. Look, for free. I promise I'm not no guru. I'm not gonna sell you a course. Message me on my Instagram. I'm gonna put my link in the bio. Send me a message and I will help you out for free. Nothing in return. Thank you guys for watching. And maybe I am gonna ask you something. Just please hit the subscribe and like button and just follow me for more. Tell me what you guys want to see more of. And I'll see you guys.